I noticed there's a really big increase on people wanting to win D&D. And I've been doing a lot of games on Start Playing, so I get all sorts of people coming through. Some people who show up for a session, some people who show up for, they're there for a year, that kind of stuff. So all sorts of people coming through. And they all want to win. What I mean by this is when they don't roll good enough, when they don't get the really powerful magic item, when the baddie slips away or something like that, they're upset. Like, they're actually pretty upset. And I try to explain to them, it's a story. It's a story we're telling, and sometimes your character's not always going to succeed. But in failure, there is story. In failure, there is growth. In failure, there is fun. You can have all sorts of great goofs when your character messes up. You can have them really just, have a good old knee slapper. If they're running after the enemy and they fall, they hit their face on the ground, they get up, just like blood coming down, and they freak out, and then they don't want to chase the baddie anymore because that hurt way too much. That's hilarious. That's great. Utilize that one. But there's some people where when they're going after these fights, or like they don't get a critical hit, or they don't take the enemy out at once, they're upset. And I think this is something that maybe it's coming through from playing a lot of video games, or maybe it's coming through of just always sort of winning at sports, that kind of stuff. But the core mindset you have to understand when you are jumping into D&D is you're going to fail. You're going to fail a lot. You might fail just as much as you succeed, but in that failure, there is so much story that you can dive into, so much growth that you can have for your character, and a lot of fun that you can have with everyone at the table. So be okay with those low dice rolls, be okay with those ones, and really utilize having the enemy win sometimes.